Yeah, I'm in typical me style. I don't know which bit to read you. I'm going to read you something from halfway in. It's Seth's struggling with writing lyrics. He's always written alone. He doesn't want to let anyone else in. And the band and Lee want to write with him. And his girlfriend Stella's left. And he's just sent her a begging email to come back. And he's in his flat going crazy because he's got rehearsals tomorrow and he's got no songs written. Ella Bagatti keeps making these high-pitched whimpers. I can tell she's holding back. It's hard to fuck in an apartment when you know people might hear you. Dev Bagatti's not holding back. Sounds like a water buffalo. His grunts are on the offbeat to the thud of the bedhead hitting the wall. I prowl around my apartment. Streetlights hit the white bars on the window, casting shadows on the walls. I wish there was an email recall button. I've got another rehearsal tomorrow and nothing to take in, but I'm way too upset to write. I wonder if the other neighbours are entranced. I imagine them frozen in their boxy rooms, ears pricked, turned on and jealous. I doubt it. I have a singer's hearing. They won't hear it over the noise of the telly, the computer, their headphones. Ella's moans walk the line between pleasure and pain. It's like she can't let go of something, some grief that's holding her back. They must be close to a climax by now. It's been at least 30 minutes. I read the average man comes after 5 minutes, the average woman 20. That's fucked up. Maybe he knows some Indian tantra techniques. Is that a racist assumption? Oh my God. Ella's second orgasm, I think it's her second, goes on a long time. They're locked in now, digging deeper and faster. I'm turned on. They're a sweet couple, late 20s, very straight, shy, married 2 years. He's a banker, she's a teacher. Jesus, it just keeps going. I'm transfixed. The doorbell rings. I jump like a frog. I can't open the door with a hard-on. Just a minute, I shout. In the bathroom. I run to the bathroom. Is it Stella? I splash some water on my face. That's not going to put the fire out. The buzzer rings again. Hang on! Stella, it's got to be Stella. My hard-on melts enough for me to adjust the angle downwards. God, I feel like a perv. I am a perv. I open the door. It's Lee. His trench coat drips rain on the floor. We stare at each other. This about time? No. Come in? He cues me. Yeah, sorry. He peels off his coat to produce a bunch of orange tulips that were sheltering inside. He presents them with a magician's flourish. I never knew he cared. How sweet. He tosses them into the air. I catch. He saunters into the living room. After a few steps, he stops and raises a finger to the ceiling, ear cocked to one side like a pointer spying a partridge. Together we listen to the Baghdadis. Ba-boom, 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 ba. After 20 seconds, Lee pulls an impressed face. He says, beat sky. Ba-boom, ba-boom. How long? Half an hour, I say. Fuck, he says, bastard. I know. I take the flowers to the kitchen and improvise a vase from a plastic water bottle. Tea? I ask. Well, I'm not expecting a martini. The engine of the kettle temporarily competes with the Baghdadis. It stops, and they seem to go up another gear. Ba-boom, ba, ba, ba-boom, ba, ba, ba-boom. Does this happen every night? Lee walks over to the epicenter and looks up, searching for a portal. No, thank God, I say. Stop drooling. Can we take notes? He says in a tiny voice. I bring in the tea and we sit in the open-plan living room. He on my white sofa, me opposite on a chair. After another minute of babooms, he stands up. Let's put on some music, shall we? Absolutely. I get up and stream Sufjan Stevens at low volume. Well, you know why I'm here. He blows on his tea. You don't want another day like that, do you? He says. Can you and I try first? He looks beyond me, foot jiggling with thought, wondering if it's worth going back to the impasse of trying to get me to write with the whole band. Okay, he sighs, sure. You play guitar, I'll just sing. I turn off the music. Maybe I'll get a better vocal pattern if I'm not worrying about playing along with you. I go get my acoustic from the other room. Now let's be clear, I say, you're not getting 50% for a bunch of chords. He shakes his head and starts to play. I turn on the recorder app on my iPhone and place it on the glass table between us. He starts with C, E major and G minor, over and over again. Boring. I wait till I hear a melody. I mutter, singing under my breath till it's clearer. Fire, you're in this place. You're gonna you're in this place. Not a good read. You had to be there. Feels awkward stumbling around with Lee. Easier on my own. Fuck it, we're desperate. Just go for it. And the off-kilter melody starts to evolve from the first banal one. I use half words and phonetic noises when no words come. We go round and round the same pattern while I reach for lyrics and phrasing. It's my birthday, it's the worst day, I don't remember, nor will you. Where did that come from? I can't bring it into focus. A few snippets make sense amongst the nonsense. I can read them out later when I listen back with my editing hat. Raising a smile takes a crew. Some songs take a while to work out. One song took a year to get all the parts together and present to the band. But the best songs come quickly. Feel like downloads from the unconscious. That's the magic we're looking for. Not done this with anyone else before. The uncertainty combined with a trust in each other brings out a vulnerable edge in my voice. I'm the same age as my father when my father disappeared. That hurt. Was that any good? And what's it to do with the birthday bit? The words pass by too quickly to judge, but I think I could use that. Lee's fingers shift to a new chord. Nah, he mutters. He tries another, then shifts back to the original to see how it flows. 2 oases. He winces, hunched over the guitar, black fringe half mooning his face, chin near resting on the body. He tries another, smiles, finds a second and a third to go with it, ending on a mournful note, offsetting the chords that came before. He weaves around them till I join in, not on the first chord of the progression, where you'd expect it if I was accompanying myself. It's hard to sing a different pattern to what my hands are playing, but I land on the second chord, putting me nicely out of alignment with the chord sequence. I surf his progression. We rise entwined, the figure 8, our past as future realigned. Prog rock lyric. I can't see myself using that. But the relationship between my melody and these chords works. It's hypnotic. We loop around the two patterns in variations, sucked into the rush of it, building and building, turned on by the dance, the weave. He plays a new chord midway through my pattern. It should have thrown me, but I instantly adjust with a strange note that leads to another. I feel him shift to accommodate me, and this beautiful, truly original melody comes out of nowhere, out of the space between us. An accident, plaintive and desperate, a baroque pattern we never consciously choose, soaring higher and higher. My voice is close to breaking, a beautiful strain that swells with emotion. I'm speaking in tongues again, but I hear potential words in there. Lee digs in with the rhythm behind the chords to give me the platform to fly. We ride and rise together by instinct, no time to think, to judge. Then Lee hits a dissonant chord that undercuts my pattern and takes the floor from beneath my feet. It seems like he's breaking the connection, but then he re-emerges with the next chord, sounding even more beautiful in contrast to the dissonance. Every 2 cycles of the pattern, he sticks that fucker in, brings us crashing down to earth, only to lift us higher and higher. Coherent words are coming through. I don't judge them. You've got to do it on your own. You're not alone. It's a chorus, my songwriting brain shouts. I thought we had one earlier, but this is it. You've got to do it on your own, but you're not alone. I can hear how this will sound with the band playing behind us. I think we both can. We race on breathless, terrified of stopping and losing our way. You've got to do it on your own, but you're never alone. When two stand together, we can face big whatever, never alone. The door buzzer rings. Lee and I jump like we've been caught fucking. We get the thought at the same time, belly laugh. It rings again, more insistent. The neighbours? I go open it. It's Stella.